Hi, this is Ryan with Automatic Comics, and up next I've got an unboxing with a couple awesome Golden Age books, including, you guessed it, one more from L.B. Cole. Stay tuned! Alright, so before we get started, please remember to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this. This should be a pretty quick unboxing. There are only 2 books in here, both Golden Age, so I'm super excited to get into this one. So I'm just gonna start cutting into this, and then we'll talk about the books. Alright, so the first book that we have here is not a type of book that I typically purchase. It's actually a Golden Age romance cover, but the reason I picked it up is because of who did the cover art and the interior art. So this is, let's see, Teenage Romances #3. And you can see it's a nice high grade for this book. It's 1949, July of 1949, and so, we're over 70 years old now for this book, and a 6.0 is just is a really presentable grade for this. It's also cool. You can tell, it's got, they put a date stamp right on her right on her forehead. So I always like getting the date stamps on these Golden Age books, or basically almost any book. I think that they add something extra to that book, and just for anybody that's relatively new to collecting, the date stamps, store stamps, things like that, they do not knock the grade down. They don't impact the grade. It's considered kind of part of the production process, so it doesn't hurt that grade. But these ones, you can see they just have kind of some fun stories on the, just a story on the front. The text, you can see just the woman that's on here trying to get the guy in trouble with her dad and all that kind of stuff. So just kind of a fun cover, but Matt Baker cover and Matt Baker art. I've mentioned him before. He is one of the kind of most desirable Golden Age cover artists, especially for romance covers and good girl art covers. I've mentioned it before. One of the most famous covers, or one of the covers he's most famous for, is Phantom Lady #17. I'll put a picture of it, up over here. The prices on it are just crazy now. You can't even get into that book under maybe like $3,000 for a super low grade. And even restored books are going for a lot of money, $5,000 or $6,000. I've seen some restored books go for recently. So it's a rare book, real desirable book, and it's just something that collectors are really always trying to find. And so I always like picking up Matt Baker books when I can find them. So the second book, like I mentioned, it is a L.B. Cole book, and that's why I have this one up here. This is one of my favorite L.B. Cole covers, and super excited when I got this one. This is Startling Terror Tales #11, just a classic horror cover from 1952. And so this next book here is not a horror cover, but it is another. But the run that it's in is another very popular run. I believe the total run is only 4 books, but it's Power Comics, and there are some great covers in that run, and I'll maybe pop a couple pictures up in there. But this is Power Comics #4, and it is just this awesome eagle cover. There are some really great eagle covers. There's another run actually called Eagle Comics, and they have I think it's Eagle Comics. It's either 1 or 2 that has an really cool eagle cover as well. But the thing I really like about this one is that it's this red cover. I really like red covers, like I've mentioned before, and it's got this incredible contrast on it, and just it's a weird cover. It's this eagle grabbing these guys out of its nest, that they were trying to, I don't know if the eagle's huge or they're small, or what's going on with this cover. But it's you know, the reason for the lower grade, you can see here, it's got, you know, a big piece out of the back. But there's no notes, which means everything is attached, so that's great. And I mean, and the front cover just looks incredible. And I thought that the thing that was so funny about this one, again, is that I was talking about how I keep getting 1.8s of these books. And so I've got the 1.8 of Startling Hero Tales 11. I've now got a 1.8 of Power Comics number 4. I've got my 1.8 of Suspense Comics 11. And then I've got my 1.8 Suspense Comics number 8. So, I mean, so now I'm, you know, I've got just this, I don't know, it seems kind of like a kind of ridiculous 1.8 collection of books that I'm putting together here for LB Cole. But I mean, just look at all the colors on these. I mean, these are just, they're incredible covers. They're, you know, bright contrasting colors, just very traditional LB Cole books. You know, you can pick his covers out very easily because they have this type of, you know, this type of look to them. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's all I have for this unboxing. You know, like I said, it's just real quick. You know, 2 books, one LB Cole book that I just, you know, I keep trying to add those to my collection of books, and then you know, this Matt Baker book, Teenage Romances number 3. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content like this, and I will film some more videos when I get some more books in. Thanks again.